on and I just saw the line stop, so he had it on the way down, that one. He saw his mate get a feed before and he didn't, so.
So let the line keep going after you
throw
lay
it
it
in,
down.
and as it's about to land, you sort of put your finger on the spool and sort of stop it so it lays down and you lay that line on the water. Because if you don't do that, the line goes in a big bow, and then it just sort of pulls the crab out of the area. Yeah, mate, come up here and put it on about 5. You need to hold space. Just hold it. That was awesome. 2 last minute upgrades in these fish too. This one there, it's another one about 30 centimetres. The thing about that track my fish up or the ABT smaller series that is, tell me what the smallest is, that one's 30 and a half, 305. And I'm now going to look up what my smallest fish is in there now, because I can't remember. Meanwhile, watch Al. He's going to catch it. Alright, what am I pulling out? Log. I got a 395. I didn't take a photo of it, I'm going to put it in. Okay, so I've got 305, 29, 27, 28. I've got a 27 in there I'm going to throw out. Right, so now I know I'm looking for a 27. Oh, Hickson had better caught him. Hickson at barbecue. So 28, 2 over 30, 28, 28 and a half, or 29. Bit smaller than yesterday, I reckon. Maybe 3.5 to 3 3/4 kilos. Al's going, what the hell are you doing? Well, I reckon it's the 3 pound straight through, eh? And it's laying that line down, and it's even though in the wind that crab's sinking straight down. And it also helps there's a big school of fish under here, I think.
Hey?
It also helps that there's a big school of fish under there. Right, last cast here, we're going around the corner, there's another boat like this. We've got the tinny races going on. That's the first bait. I've got 2 fish off the whole time I've been here. Just because it's sitting right.
Did you just have another touch?
No. I think we might have done our dash here now.
Hey?
Might have done our dash here now. Let's go around the corner. There's another couple of us around the corner. But they mightn't be sitting right.
So what did you get there? 3?
2.
Oh yeah, 2 upgrade.
One was a 3 centimetre upgrade, one was a 4 centimetre upgrade. That's probably another 200 grams, 300 grams, more, I don't know. All I know is I'm glad I got them. And at the end of the day, the scales can work it out for me. 1:30 it is now. So I've probably got time to fish this next boat, and I'm not going to run in with 1 minute to spare like yesterday. Because you don't want to lose any weight off the fish yesterday.
This one?
Get the body off that one. But that's really nice now, actually. Always forgetting. I got this feeling now that Hickson and Barbecue must really have to catch them to have done well today. It's got no wind on it. feet underneath eat it. It's because they're all sitting on the bottom, and as it's coming down, I'll get it first, you know. They're sort of just, if there's not a school and they don't come and eat it halfway to the bottom, you know. So whenever you have a lure that gets eaten halfway to the bottom, assume there's a school under it. Last cast and then we'll go and have one drift over that flat and see if we can get your fish. We'll then have time to do one drift over it. That's all we needed yesterday. Looks like it's stopped blowing, doesn't it? Or is that just us here in the shade of the... I look at the tops of the trees and they're not flogging over anything.
Alright.
I look at the tops of the trees and they're not... Sort of has slowed down, isn't it? Alright, let's go over the flat then for the last hurrah.
How far behind?
Less than 100 grams. I reckon I got 3 3/4 today.
What did you get yesterday?
3.9. perfect now.
Absolutely perfect.
We get one drift on it, we gotta go.
Let's hope the fish pick it up.
Well, actually yesterday we saw a pile of them. Absolute pile. Come up front, Al. G'day guys, and welcome from a wild and woolly morning on the 8th round of the Costa Brim series. This is the Daiwa event at Lake Macquarie. The sun's just peeked over the horizon. It's blowing a pretty solid westerly, and I'm here with the top 3 anglers here at the moment, all within about like 100 grams of each other. It seems yesterday the results were really a few bags near 4 kilos, then it dropped down to 3 kilos, and then it dropped away. The windy conditions yesterday and the winter fishery here made it pretty difficult. Chris Hickson, you're leading it. I think, what, 3.9 something kilos?
Yeah, 9 something.
How many bites you get yesterday?
I think I landed maybe 9 legals all up, but the backup fish were pretty small. They weren't real big, so I got that. I got the real big fish first up. Without that, I didn't have much at all, and I think all 3 of us are pretty much in the same boat. The 1 or 2 real good ones, and just junk to fill the bag, but I'll take that again today anytime.
Rusty, you got a great bag yesterday. Was it all 5 nice ones, or again was it big and little?
I had one around 1.3 and then a few 31s and then some 28. So I, at no stage yesterday, even looked like getting a bag, and somehow, like Hawkesbury, I scraped one up. But feels like deja vu. All the areas close by I've flogged to death, which I don't normally do in a 2-day comp. So it'll be really interesting to try and get 5 bites today.
There you go, and I'm sort of in the same bag. I caught 2 great fish, 2 37-centimetre fish yesterday, and 3 just dead set pipsqueaks at the end. So, you know, it's whoever gets the big bites and fills the bag out today.
You can make them stick, that's the problem.
There's some big fish to be had out there. I've watched some big ones get caught not far from me, but you just got to be like Johnny on the spot, lob one on their head and hope you get the bite.
I haven't done that many 2 or 3 day events at Lake Macquarie. How does the fish on day 2 after it's been hammered by 50 baits on day 1?
Yeah, it's tough. I'm fishing for resident fish, so I'm fishing wharves, and those things don't really replenish. So I might have to change my game plan today and do a few flats. I think the fish Chris is on is probably the most likely to replenish that deep stuff. But that's it. If you miss 2 bites here, that's your comp, really.
There you go. So a bit of insight there from the guys who are at the top of the leaderboard. We've got some really good live streaming going on today on ABT's YouTube channel. Go to abt.org.au, click the live button, it'll take you through to the links. We've got Chris and I live streaming, Jamie McEwen, Stewie Robinson. We'd be live streaming Gatesy, but his boat broke down.
Yeah.
The guys have been putting it together back in the office. A lot of the guys are using the Track My Fish app to give us an estimated scoreboard. So, guys, let's get fishing. Let's see if we can put on a show for you guys back at home.
Raincoats on.
Raincoats on.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate that.
The 8th stop on the Costa Brim Tour sees us hit Lake Macquarie for the Daiwa qualifier.
Silver. Don't worry, it's only a snapper.
It started off as a calm morning, and some competitors had a little trouble finding the target species.
Rotten flathead. Look at the size of this thing. I'm dropping them. A rotten trevally. A rotten trevally. Oh, yep. There's a net.
Peter Cook decided to fish with his pants on today, but it didn't really help his result. Conditions this morning were calm and glassy, but as you'll see, it did not stay like that all day. The 8th stop on Flailing was Peter Cook's non-boater today, and he found himself in front of the camera too. He managed to get a few nice fish, landing himself in the top 10 this afternoon. Rumour had it that Tim Vickers was one to watch this weekend. He's currently sitting in 12th place, but not out of the race just yet. After nearly a decade on the benches, Scott Towner is back fishing the ABT. Took him a little while to get warmed up this morning, but once he got going, found himself sitting in the top 10.
Number one. I was hoping to have a few more by now, but anyway, it's a good one.
Steve Morgan needs to have a good finish here at Lake Macquarie this weekend to challenge Cam Whittam for the 2018 Angler of the Year title. He's put himself in a pretty good position, finishing in second place today. It was an exciting finish for Steve, landing this fish with only 5 minutes on the clock. So this fish was Chris Hickson picked up right where he left off at the Hawkesbury, leading this event after the first day.
Cool. Unbelievable. Good bait out there, ain't it? Looking around. Waiting to lose on the tailor. I got a tailor yesterday. Did ya? Yep. 200 grams, wasn't it? Flat. That's Swansea.
No, down the Euros.
Oh,
the
yeah, right.
started.
Yep.
Somewhere down there.
Little
I don't know the Euros started.
Yeah. The heap of bait on the centre there. Not the pack of fish, but not like I had yesterday. Jury's though. Yeah, but. That's a big fish. Bang it. Might be one of those juries.
Look, I need to thank Noel Hill from down at Dave Hill Marine and Nowra for actually getting me here. So
Well, they did a good job of it.
Impossible without that help. So yeah, but it's for 330 grams. What do you do?
Well, it's 330 grams you wouldn't have if you weren't fishing.
That's right, mate.
Thanks, Jeff. See you, mate. Okay, next up, who are we going to get? Grant Oliver, is it? I've got it. Grant Oliver wearing his Hobie jersey. How you going today, Grant?
Yeah, got two late, so I was looking good for a donut for a while.
But you didn't donut.
No.
Well, that's always a plus.
Yep.
And who are you fishing with today?
Wally.
Wally Fay.
Yep.
So yeah, fish Wally. He tells me he only got one in the well.
He's pretty dirty. Too.
Oh well, poor old Wall. Those two fish are going to give you 1.32, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Who's coming up next? Andy Parkinson. He was logging fish quite frequently yesterday afternoon, through the day and the morning. But what's going on here, Andy?
Oh, it was a quiet day today.
It was. Only 2 fish in the bag there for Andy.
2 fish, 2 bites I got all day.
Well, you converted both, so that's okay. Those 2 fish are going to break a kilo, 1.01, mate.
Thanks, mate.
How did you catch them?
Just all on blades, mate, up north.
All on blade. So which way here? I'm a bit disorientated. Which way's north? Is it that way?
Yep.
Okay, nice. So we got south here.
Yep.
All right, we were discussing that earlier, so it's good that somebody knows what they're talking about.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, Andy.
Appreciate it.
Next up, we got one of the 2 females in the round this weekend. We got Beck Farzio. How you going today, Beck?
I'm well, thanks.
That's good. Who were you on the boat with today?
I was with Todd Richards.
Todd Richards. He was nearly not going to make it. I rang him up last night and he's like, no, I'll come fishing. How did Todd go?
He did well. He's got a bag. So.
Oh, and only one for you.
And only one for me.
That's unlike you. You're usually a great angler.
I had a good day.
You had a good day. That's all that matters. That one fish are going to give you 520 grams back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Next up, we got Wayne Robinson. 2 again for Robbo, he tells me. How did you catch him today, Wayne?
I got first one on a little blade, one of Cookie's blades, and then a second one on one of the Sneaky Vivalicious.
Okay, so both on vibration baits.
Yeah, just...
How deep were you fishing?
We drifted, started around about the 8.5, 9 foot mark, drifted about 11, 12. Hop, long pause, and then lift up and hope something was...
There's some weight on there. Well, you had weight twice. Did you miss any opportunities?
Yeah, just so windy, you just couldn't feel a bite. You sort of, by the time you get the bite, you had too much slack in your line, and you sort of lost a few.
They're already gone.
Yeah, they're gone. So they weren't really committing hard, they're just sort of picking at it. And,
yeah.
And a lot of times you just listen that little bite, and you just couldn't get the hook in them in time.
No, well, what do? Come back to the next one and try and get 5 then, eh?
Yeah, hope it's not as windy.
Oh, well, it has been a curse this year. But
Yeah.
we're bound to get a good session one of these days.
No.
Anyway, thanks, Robbo. Thank you. Who have we got to get next? Wally Fay. How are you, Ollie?
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Good.
One nice little fish in there. He's not massive, he's not small, he's just nice,
He's
isn't
an
he?
average fish.
He's an average fish. What do you reckon he's going to weigh?
I don't know, 3 kilos, 600, something.
Well, you can say that, but I guarantee it's not going to happen. How's 660 grams grab you?
Put the 3 in front of him, be close enough.
Oh, yeah, we're close, but there's no 3 in front of it. Thanks, Wal. Cheers. Next angler up, I'm going to get Steve Nadeski. How are you, Steve?
Yeah, a little better, I think, than yesterday.
Little better.
3 fish instead of 2.
3 fish, and you didn't bring that big fish that I was hoping for today.
I got it.
You got it?
It was a Trevally.
Well, they don't count. It's the right colour, wrong species.
Well, that's what I thought.
How did you catch those 3 fish, Steve?
I got them with a Z-Man grubs.
What colour?
Something different for me. Motor oil.
Motor oil. Okay. So, jig head weight?
I got a few on the 1/8, and then earlier when there wasn't as much wind, I got them on the 1/16.
Okay, nice. Thanks. So 1.54 for those 3 fish, Steve. Next up, I'm going to get Peter Nord. Good night. You just chuck him in there. How are you going?
Yeah, I'm going alright.
That's good. How many have you got in the bag for us today?
Just the one today.
Just the one.
What happened was I went up the northern end and then I went to go down the southern end to throw some cranks and I couldn't get round there. It's just too rough.
Bit rough?
Had to turn around and come back.
Oh well.
Not to worry, but it was still a great day and great event.
I had a ball. You had fun, and it's a nice looking fish that you got in there, mate.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
And that was caught on
a blade.
A blade.
Yeah. I had another one on just as good, but anyway, got away. But yeah, it was good.
The one that got away.
I'll be definitely back to Lake Macquarie. I reckon it's a great place.
It's a nice place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that one fish, I'm going to give you 840 grams.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pete.
Cheers, mate.
See you later. Next up, I'm going to get Todd Riches. There you go, Todd. All right, you to chuck them in there. Grab the microphone. Is that a full bag you have there?
It's a full bag.
It's the first full bag that we've had of the afternoon.
Yep.
Where did you fish and how did you catch them today?
Just headed up north, fished boat holes all day. After yesterday fishing deep, I couldn't do it anymore.
No.
I was just going to fish structure and what I like fishing, and it's about 2 hours where I just went mental and got a lot of fish, so it was good fun.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Any in particular lure that worked good on the boat holes, or was it a mixture?
Yeah, just throwing gulp crabbies up high and cranky crabs down deep on the boat. Yep.
Okay, nice. Well, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Just drain a little bit of this water out. I know you want that extra weight, but you're not having it.
I'll have it.
You're not getting it. So, like you said, Todd Riches has the first full bag of 5 fish today. They're not huge fish, but there's still a little bit of weight in there, isn't there?
I'm happy with 5.
There you go, 3.04. Good bag, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who's coming up next? Jeffrey Espiritu, wearing his Hobie jersey. Looks like he's got a little bit going on in that bag. Okay, you're going to put him in the tub, mate. Let's have a little bit of a chat. Who did you fish with today and how did you catch those fish?
With Cam and started off up north, down deep.
Hold up a little bit closer, mate.
I started up north, deep and stuff like that, just vibing. Got one up there and then we just running and gunning, found some shallows, just wind-blown shallows and cranking.
Nice.
And then got the rest in.
So you've got 5 in there for me?
I do, yeah.
You've got 5. It's always a good day when you got your full limit.
Yeah, it's pretty happy.
Yeah, that little favour you did last time, mate, it's paid off.
Yeah. 2 shares wins, right?
That's exactly right. Good bag, mate. 3.2 kilos.
Yeah, thanks for Cam. Far out, thanks.
He's a good bloke, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Thanks, Jeffrey.
Thanks.
Wayne Siao. How you going, Wayne?
Good.
Good? Grab the microphone. How many have you got in here for me today?
Just the one.
Just the one. Is legal. We've got Steve checking the fish down there, so I don't need to have a look at them. Who did you fish with today?
Aaron.
Aaron Clifton?
Yep.
And what did this little guy come on?
The little OSP Yabby.
Ah, the Do Live Crawl.
That's the one.
That one fish, I'm going to give you 480 grams. Thanks, Wayne. Next up we got Tom McIntosh. Bit of a black brim specialist. He doesn't get to fish for yellows a hell of a lot. How many have you got in there for me, Tom?
Just 4 today, Jimmy.
Just 4.
Oh, better than yesterday. I'll take them, absolutely.
I bet. How many did you have yesterday?
1.
1, so it's definitely a bit better day out there today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, is that a Hobie jersey I see you hiding under there?
Oh, it's hiding under there.
That's hiding.
That's all good. I forgot it yesterday.
Oh, well, you're not in contention. So you have 4. Who did you fish with?
Andy P.
Andy Parkinson.
Yep.
And what did you catch your fish on?
Blades in the deep.
Deep blading, hey?
Yep. Nice and slow.
Yes.
That's all good. Bit of patience. Works on the patience.
It does. Now, there's 4 fish in that bag. It's a decent 4, 2.21, mate.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you. Up you come. Who have we got here? Greg Barrett. Wearing his Hobie jersey. How many have you got there for me, Greg? Looks like 4 in there. You do. Grab that microphone. Who did you fish with? Where did you fish?
Steve Nadeski.
Steve Nadeski.
Connell's Bay.
I don't know where that is. It's this, which way?
South.
South, okay, so it's that way.
Yeah.
What did you catch these on, mate?
Z-Man Grubs.
Z-Man Grubs in the motor oil colour as well.
Colour.
It's a great colour, isn't it?
Just copied what Steve was doing, mate.
And you got 1 more fish than him too.
Here's a way more.
Yeah. 1.71 for those 4 fish.
Yeah, here's a better than mine.
Oh. Was it 4 or 3? So
4.
It is 4.
Yeah.
There you go. 1.71 for those 4 fish.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Next up, we got Anthony Hazarati. Says he never catches fish in this lake, but he's been on stage 2 days in a row. He lies. Oh, geez. It's a little fella. I won't keep you here too long, mate. We'll put him on and find out what he weighs. 440 grams. Thanks, Anthony. Mick Newman, is it?
Yeah, mate.
It is. All the way from Ballarat, he tells me. He's been out there all day with no electric motor. Couldn't get his motor started this morning.
Yeah, we had some dramas this morning. We could have
Oh, it was your live wells, wasn't it?
half an hour, yeah, the fuses went on it and we fixed that. No electric motor.
No electric
blown
motor.
all over the place.
And you still managed to bring in 1 fish.
That's 10 points, mate.
That's it.
10 points.
10 points is 10 points at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yep.
So 1 fish for Michael Newman, 430 grams.
Good on you, thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Go and start that long journey home. Got your name. Jason Graham. How are you today, Jason?
Yeah, same as yesterday.
Same as yesterday,
Yep.
just the one?
Yep.
Lonely little guy.
Yep.
Where did you catch that one?
Caught that in a boat hole north somewhere.
North somewhere. And what was it on?
Cranker crab.
Cranker crab. Another cranker crab gets another victim. 530 grams for that fish, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya. Next up, I'm going to get the chief, Cam Whittam. You know I'm going to drain it out, Cam. Chuck him in there. Looks like he got 5. Let's have a chat. How are you?
Oh, good. Good today.
Good today. How many did you have yesterday?
3.
3. So you betted that by 2.
Yeah.
Where were you fishing?
I started deep up north like I did yesterday. And then I just went shallow and chucked cranks on like wind-blown banks, which are fairly easy to find today.
Okay, so the bit of the wind change made them sit in different areas, or?
Who knows? I was going to go there yesterday and didn't go there, so I'm pretty disappointed in myself.
You're kicking yourself
Yeah.
now, aren't you?
I just wonder what could have been. It's a fair bag. So.
Ricky Bobby will be sitting at home laughing at you.
He will be, hang on, mate.
Oh, well. Hey, was. I know he'll be watching. That's a nice bag, mate.
Yeah.
5 fish in there. Do you think you got anything in there that's going to beat Chris's 145?
No.
He's telling me no. So we'll just see how the 5 fish weigh together. Great bag, mate. 4.63. Well done. Round of applause, people. Thanks, Cam. Next up, I'm going to get the stats man, Robbie Neeshaw. Non-boater. He's got his Hobie jersey in there hiding. It's hiding. Give it a... All right, only one. Grab the microphone. Who did you fish with today, Robbie?
Fished with Jason Mabry. And,
Big gentle giant.
Yeah.
Good guy, isn't he?
Day, and he put us on fish, so that was good.
That's good.
That one was on the flats on a little hard body. So,
What type of hard body, mate?
Daiwa, a black little minnow. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So one fish for Robbie Neeshaw, and that one fish, 510
Right.
grams.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, mate. So, next up, we got Richie Potter. Looks like you got a bit on there. Chuck them in there. Let's have a chat, Richie. Who'd you fish with today?
Babs.
Russell Barbecue.
Yeah.
So you had a good day out there?
Yeah, it was. The whole weekend I pretty much fished shallow with both boats. So it was good.
Well, that's good. It's always good when you can fish a visual style of fishing. Did you see him eat it when you were catching him, or it was still a bit stirred up?
A little bit this afternoon.
Yes.
But, not this morning.
And what were you catching on in shallow?
Just gulps on 120.
Okay, so really light, really slow finesse style of fishing.
Yeah, that was good.
2, 3, 4 pound leader?
4 pound.
4 pound.
4 pound leader. Couple of curly tails from my hole.
So when he says curly tail, someone didn't tie their leader or their knots properly.
No.
Oh well, and how many have you got in here? You've got 5. You've got a decent one and 4 of his tiny little brothers. All right, I won't keep you waiting any longer. Just make sure that's not touching anything. 2.02 for Richie.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Next up, I'm going to get Peter Cook. How many you got, Pete? Chuck them in there, let's have a chat. Alright, so where did you fish today?
I went fish up north to start with, and sort of I spent my time up there. We actually won a comp. Remember, won a comp up there a month ago.
Yes.
So, sort of waiting for them to turn on. Never turned on. Went down to the old spots down south and got a bag. So.
Got a bag, so there you go. So it goes to show last week's fish aren't always going to be there today, are they? When it comes to these guys, they move around a bit. You've got to search, don't you?
Yeah, well, there was a lot of boats up there yesterday. So
Okay, so a bit of pressure there yesterday as well.
About 30 boats. So.
Oh, well, that's more than half the field, so yeah. You tell me there's 5 in there?
Yep.
And they're all good. Haven't seen any handles on any today. Yesterday, nearly every one of them had the handle in there.
Does it?
Yeah. All right, I believe you. Those 5 fish, I'm going to give you 2.45, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Pete. Next up, I'm going to get Kevin Lynn. Fished with 2 champions in his first comp. I'd never seen a non-boater so pumped. But it just goes, I just think it's you in general, isn't it, Kevin? You're just happy to be fished, aren't you, mate?
Absolutely, such a pleasure to be here.
And you've got 1 fish in there, so you didn't donut. Always a happy day when you got 1 fish in the bag. And I'm going to give you 470 grams for that fish, Kevin.
Thanks.
Big fist pump. Cheers, mate. Next up, I'm going to get Matt Ficcaro, non-boater. He got in a little bit early. He tells me he's only got 1. And he tells me he's just bought a boat. Grab the microphone. Whose boat did you buy, mate?
Yeah, got Cromo's Ranger.
You got Cromo's Ranger.
Yeah.
And next year you're going to step up and be a boater.
Definitely.
Good to see non-boaters making their way over to being a boater, giving room for new blood to come through the sport.
Can you put a brick in there?
No, I can't put a brick in there, but I can give you 650 grams.
That'll do.
Thanks, mate.
No worries, mate.
Cheers. See ya. See ya. Next up, I'm going to get Jason Mayberry. How are you, Jason? Just great. Just great. Not fantastic. Oh, you've got 5 in there. 5's 5.
It is.
Where did you fish?
Stayed on the flats all day today, and just basically throwing the new squidgy bio tough fish.
Okay.
And pumpkin seed and bloodlet.
All right.
And secure them all.
Just slow rolling them, hopping them. What were you doing to get them to react?
Well, just you know, get them skipping across the top in all that chop, and then just dead sticking them. A lot of them are just picking them up off the bottom.
Okay, nice. So those 5 fish, I'm going to give you 2.88.
Nice.
Cheers, Jason.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Wowzers. I'm seeing a nice looking fish down there that Michael Colatouris is getting a photo of. I'm going to get James Farr to come up, non-boater, wearing his jersey. Got Chris Hickson waiting down there patiently, was leading yesterday. And you've got 1 little fish. Has that been checked there, James?
It hasn't, no.
I got a ruler up here. It's all good. He's 25 and 2 millimetres. So that one prawn that he ate yesterday got him over the line for you. Okay, I'm going to give you 370 grams for that fish, mate. Thank you. Who's coming up next? Michael Colatouris. How many have you got in there, mate? Well, you've got one horse. I'm going to put that in there. Before I show the crowd, I'm going to get you to tell me. You've only got two, but one there is a decent fish. How did you catch him?
Okay, so just blading down deep. The majority of the weekend I wasn't on to quantity of fish, just more so quality. So yesterday I weighed 3 for 2.1. And yeah, so I just got in blading deep. That's how all the fish came this weekend. So yeah, Lake Misery lived up to its reputation.
Okay, and what blade was that big fella fell to?
I think that was a VX40.
Okay, so an Eco Gear VX40.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's find out what the two weigh. Do you think that's going to knock off Chris's big brim from yesterday?
I hope so.
You hope so. So he's nominating it. Let's see how the two go first. Those two fish, I'm going to give you 1.99. It's going to go close, mate. So that other one's only small, so I'm going to give you that. Give me this one.
Yeah.
Before we put it in the bag, once you get hold of it, I'll get you to hold it up for the crowd and the Facebook viewers. It's good live well, mate. Have a look at that, people. That's what you call a brim. What are you guessing, mate?
Maybe 1.3.
1.3. Well, I'm telling you now, Chris's big fish is 1.45, so if it is that, 1.52, there you go, new guy with J Braid big brim holder, 1.52, it's a great fish, big blue nose on him, look at that. Cheers, mate, you've got some photos, go and release him back to fight again another day.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Mick.
Thank you.
Okay, who have we got here?
Brian Walker.
Brian Wiltshire. How are you today, Brian? Better than yesterday. So you did make your way up here yesterday. 100% better.
Got the one, thanks to Cookie.
On your Cookie. Got his Hobie jersey on. Let's see how this little fella goes. 480 grams, mate.
That's a good fish.
Well done. Cheers. Next up, we've got one of the Mick Thompsons. He is now officially Mick Thompson in the system.
Yes.
All the way from sunny Queensland.
Hey, Jimmy.
How are you today?
Oh, not too bad today, mate. Bit tough going again.
Missing a few in there.
I know. I haven't got my lucky charm with me, that's the problem.
No Fongy.
No Fongy.
It's either you get him or Fongy gets him,
I
and when
know.
he's not here, you sort
I
of
still got
struggle.
him, but he wasn't here.
Oh, well, you haven't got anyone in the bag now, have you?
No.
Oh,
no.
you'll ring him as soon as you leave, but won't
Probably
you?
will, yeah.
No doubt. 1.03 for those two fish.
200% on yesterday, mate. Thank you.
Good stuff. Cheers. Who's coming up next? Young guy in the field, Christian Wardini. He's a boater. Chuck him in there, mate. How are you today, Christian?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's good. You only had two yesterday,
Yeah, yesterday was a bit of a rough day for me.
but you did have one high in yesterday. You beat your good friend Ross Canizaro for two fish.
Yeah.
Have you heard how he went today?
Yeah, I heard.
Any good?
Oh, not good.
Not as good. So, well, how many have you got in here?
I got 5 today.
You've got 5.
Yeah.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah.
He'll be down there waiting. He'll be happy as always. He's always happy to see his mates
Yeah, he's a
do
good
well.
guy.
He is a good guy. There's definitely 5 in there. What are you guesstimating, mate? Low 2s?
Yeah.
216.
That's it.
Thanks, Christian.
Thanks, mate.
See ya. Next up, we're going to get Jamie McEwen, one of our anglers that was live streaming all day today. Chuck him in there, Jamie. Let's have a chat, mate. How many have you got in there?
4.
4. You're just missing 1.
Yep.
Well, how were you catching him today?
It was changed up a bit today. I was fishing blades early and got a few early, and then went on boat, it just chanced me and got 5. Well, I had 2, and he was using slim swims.
Slim swims in the motor oil?
Yep.
Yep. And what were you using? Blades and
Blades.
crabs.
So when I went to the slim swim, it was a little bit too late. I got up too quickly, and then it was a blowover.
Ah, so you missed your opportunity. You didn't.
Yes, mate.
You didn't come up with the goods quick enough, and you've got stuck with only 4.
Yep.
But 4's better than 0.
Yeah, better than yesterday.
You were second in the grand final here last year to Graham Franklin sitting on the bridge.
Yeah.
And those 4 I'm going to give you 2.69.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, Jamie. Next up, we got James Morgan, Captain Camo. Bit sore after lift that power pole failure earlier in the day, mate.
Yeah, mate.
How did you go once you went back out?
Oh, we got one more fish. Charlie got a good one, corker.
He said it owes us a 40. Is it a 40?
Oh, it'd be close.
It'll be close.
37, 30.
No, it'll go 40 with the tip. Maybe not the fork. Oh, well, 1 fish in there for James Morgan. What do you reckon, mate? 7. 670, pretty close.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate. Next up, we got Ryland Sainsbury. Another young guy in the field. Done a good deed this year. Shaved his head for a cure on stage. Facebook Live. Has it grown back yet? Oh, there we go. Didn't take long. You only got 2 in the bag there.
Yeah, only 2.
That's all good. Those 2 fish, 1.18, mate.
Awesome,
Thank you. Next up, we've got Bernard Kong. Only 1 little fish yesterday. He tells me 4 today. Hey? What?
I got 4.
Yeah, I talked to you before when you put your tag on the board. They're 4 fish. They're nice little fish. Grab it. How did you catch them, Bernie?
On plastic.
On what
Nemesis.
plastic? We've got all these people hanging around wanting to know how all you guys out there catch them.
On the Camo Nemesis.
So a Berkeley Camo Nemesis.
Correct.
And those 4 fish, light fish, 1.58. Thanks, Bernie. I'm getting the thumbs up. My English is getting better. Up you come, Ross. Here we go. Definitely one of the gentlemen of the sport. How are you today, mate?
Really well, mate. Fishing's quite average for me at the moment. There's some fish around, but you know what? It takes a guy to come out here and say that you're not onto the fish, and I'm definitely not onto the fish.
Definitely not. It's not up to Ross Canizzaro standards. These guys, I'd call them all your pets, but
no. Look,
what did you kick them outside?
I normally would say within a 100k radius of my house, I'd say they're my pets, but this is just outside the 100k. So
what is it, 102 k's?
It is.
2 fish for Ross Canizzaro. Going to give you 1.11.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it, Benny. Thank you.
See you, mate. Nah. Craig Johnson. Oh, hopeless. How are you today, Craig?
I'm good, mate.
I remember your wife's name.
Yeah, I'm sure
that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's real good. What a weekend.
Good weekend? Who did you fish with yesterday and today?
Yesterday I had Chris Gates and we had a few engine issues, but still an entertaining day. And today I had young Christian Mordini and had an absolute ball.
He's a good kid, isn't he?
Yeah, good kid, and he's good. Keeps the vibe going on the boat, which is good. It's just that you don't have just silence, so you're keeping everything happening. And we were talking and coming up with ideas together. So he had a plan, and I was just keeping my eye out for bits and things that would help us. And yeah, some of it worked, some of it didn't, but we both had fun.
Oh, that's
so
the aim of the game.
Both got fish. There's
You
one
both
all right,
brought
one.
fish. So you have 2 in there, is
Yeah,
it?
there's 2 in there. One all right, one on a 27.
2 fish for Craig Johnson. Got his Hobie jersey on. It is a nice fish, isn't it?
Not big enough.
Not big enough, but it's still good. How much bycatch did you catch out there today?
A couple of flatheads. That was about it.
I know a lot of these spectators, they love going out there and catching a few flatheads.
Oh, yesterday's mixed bag was even worse. We had every species. It was
other
amazing.
than bream.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh well. You had a good day
Thanks,
fishing
mate.
anyway.
Yeah, good weekend
Cheers, mate.
anyway. Thank you.
Thank you. 2 fish, 1.51 for Craig Johnson. Next angler up, I'm going to get Charlie Sakeo in here. Ripped his talon off earlier today. Said it owes him a 40. Did it give you that 40 afterwards, mate?
Oh, look, it was just fortunate we got the last fish. Probably one for Wishy out there because I definitely wound him on and just took it a little bit easy on this side and he came out from the boat hole quite nicely. So.
Well, you got 3 fish in there.
Yep.
You donated on pre-fish, so you've done it right. You were saying you were going to double donut over the weekend. You didn't do that. You've got 3 fish in there for 1.8.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's all right, mate.
All right, thanks, James.
Thanks, Charlie. See you, mate. Who's coming up next? Mark Young, is it? Thanks, Danny. How are you, Mark?
Yeah, all right.
Looks like you got a fair bit going on there. Let's chuck that in there. Grab the microphone. Let's have a chat, mate. Who did you fish with today and where did you go?
Jamie, right up north.
Jamie McEwen.
Yeah.
So you were the one using the slim swims at Panston.
Yeah.
Good job. Love to hear it. He's got his Hobie jersey on and it was in the motor oil colour. What jig head weight were you using on those slim swims?
1.6 and 1.12.
So he's still quite heavy compared to some of the jig heads that the brim guys use around here.
It's pretty windy out there.
Yeah, so you're trying to get it out there and just stay in contact with your bait, trying to feel those bites. Any lighter, it sort of just bellies your line and you don't feel that tick, do you?
Don't have any contact with
That's
it.
right. So you've got 5 in there. One better than Jamie. You've got a little bit of weight in there, mate. You reckon you're going to break 3 kilos?
I hope so.
He hopes so. I think you might. How's 3.37?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good stuff.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Who's coming up next? Come on, Scotty. Come on up. The man hasn't been around for a long time, but he still made his way on stage both days. How are you, Scotty?
Yeah, only just made it on today there, Jimmy. Only got the 2 today. It was pretty tough. I had a patch of fish yesterday that I sort of picked up on a deeper flat in about 12 foot of water and managed to get a bag off there and upgrade and stuff like that, and went there today and could only scratch out 2 and the rest were undersized. I didn't catch any undersized yesterday, but today there were several undersized. But they were only just under. It was at 24 and a half.
Did you flip them over both sides?
I don't even bother. If they're under, they're under, mate. I don't bother about trying to roll and pin them or anything. So.
No worries.
But yeah, 1.35 for 2. I'm pretty happy with that.
No, you got to be happy with that. Are we going to see you at Southwest Rocks later on in the year?
Highly doubt it.
Oh.
I'm only here. I had to pick up the boat, as I said yesterday, so that's why I made an appearance here. It was great to catch up with a lot of old friends and stuff, and make a few new acquaintances. It was it was a great experience, and encourage anyone out there that's listening to jump on board and do it. You'll have a great fun.
Well, it was great to have you back, but even if it was only one comp, Scotty, it's been a pleasure camping with you and getting to know you, and hopefully one day you come out of retirement again, just like the Farnham tour, as you said last night.
That's it. They'll call me the Whispering Jack.
That's it. It'll be the last tour next time. Cheers, mate. There we go. Brendan Picell. Another non-boater that's recently purchased a boat, going to be stepping up next year.
Oh, I don't know after today's
He
result.
doesn't. Well, did Morgo check that?
Yeah, it's good.
It's 27.
It's just hope it's heavier than it looks.
That's a good ruler.
I'll break it in a couple of centimetres off for it.
Oh, you didn't do a Marcel and jam it?
I'll take that one.
460 grams.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate. Next up, we got Stewie Walker. Looks like he's got a full bag there. Chuck him in there, Stewie. I always love to make you chat because I know you hate it.
Love it, Jimmy.
Oh, how did you catch them today, Stewie?
Got the bigger one on a blade on my second cast today.
Yes.
And then a small one on a slim swim, and it went a bit quiet for a while, and thought I'd try something different. Threw an OSP dunk on, and did pretty good.
Did pretty good, so you didn't do it with your hybrid colour as E-Mans that you usually smack
No.
fish on?
Yep. Something totally different.
You've got 5 in there. You've got your Hobie jersey on. Did you have it on yesterday?
Yep.
You'll be in good contention for the Hobie Bucks with this bag. Maybe not yesterday's bag.
No, not yesterday's bag.
No, there's still 5 in there. Nose pipe fishing, going to give you 3.28. Nice bag, Stewie.
Thank you very much.
Let's see if it'll give you some points for the 4th year in a AOYA, mate. Another young fella of the tour. We got Tom Ewings. Had his mum on the phone. Told me to give him stick. Tell him get a job. Pay for his own comps. How'd you go today, Tom?
Just the one.
Just the one. Who are you fishing with?
Alan Murray.
Alan Murray, good bloke, comfortable ride in that boat. Did he bring out the pie warmer? Did he have the microwave? No, spewing. Let's see how this one fish goes for you, buddy. I'm going to give you 390 grams.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Who have we got coming up next? Tim Vickers. Chuck him in the tub there, Tim. How are you today?
Yeah, good, thanks.
That's good.
Yeah, only 3 today.
Only 3.
But they're not too bad fish. So
They look pretty good.
It's okay. So.
How did you catch those 3?
Just blading in the deep today. I left there for about 2 hours and went back and hit a few boats like I did yesterday, and that was all quiet. So just went back up there and grinded it out.
Okay, and when you say you were fishing deep today, how deep was that?
I was only 10 foot.
So it's still not really that
no,
deep, but
just
they were
out of-
schooled up?
Yeah, schooled up. You'd see them in the sounder. They were pretty isolated little points and just kept going back and re-drifting the area.
Okay, so you drift along, catch a fish, motor do a big arc, and then do that same drift over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. You had to see anchor out for a lot of the day just because it's so windy.
And try and slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. Let's see how those 3 fish go. They are a nice 3 fish. What do you think they're going to weigh?
It'll be just under 2 kilos.
Just under 2 kilos, I'm thinking so. Not far off at 1.92. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Who have we got there?
Daniel Hayes.
Daniel Hayes. Got his Hobie jersey on. Bit chilly today. Who did you fish with today, Daniel?
Al Lister.
Al Lister.
Yeah.
Good guy?
Yeah, good guy. Top boat.
Yeah.
Handles
You
the
know,
shot
he loves
well.
his brimming too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
He does. He follows us everywhere. It doesn't matter whether it's WA, Tassie, Queensland, he's always there. Now, how many have you got in there for me today?
Yeah, one little tacker.
I hope he hasn't escaped. No, he hasn't. He's definitely a little tacker. He only takes up the corner of a bag. Just let that drain out a little bit. You don't want to
Yeah, you can leave that.
leave it in there. Everyone says that, but you don't want to win on water weight. 440 grams for that, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Oh, we've got a loose fish in the bump tubs. He's free range. Next up, we've got Sean Egan, non-boater. How are you, Sean?
Great, Jimmy. How's yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for asking. 2 fish in there.
Yeah, kept my average up from yesterday, mate, so it's all good.
What was yesterday?
2.
2? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good average.
Yeah, good average.
Yeah. They only just take up a corner each.
That's it, mate.
Oh, well.
Better than nothing.
As the girls like to hear down there, better than a donut.
That's it.
All mowing the lawn. 850 grams for those
Beautiful.
2 fish,
Thanks, mate.
Sean. Cheers, buddy. Next up, we got Neil Kelly, non-boater grand final winner from here last year. He's got his Hobie jersey on there. Another guy of very few words. How are you today, Neil?
Not bad, thanks.
Not bad, thanks. How many fish have you got in there, Neil?
2.
2. How did you catch them? Samaki, the little Vibalicious? The big one? Thumptail or pintail? Thumptail, nice. Let's see how those 2 fish go for you. 960 grams. Thanks, Neil.
Thank you.
Got a few fish getting checked out now. I'm going to get Alan Murray to come up next. He had 3 really nice fish yesterday, and he's cutting his throat at the moment. He's saying, not today. How are you today, Al? You live locally here in, so I call it Wangi Wangi, but it's Wangi Wangi, I'm told.
500 metres down the road.
500. I did see you coming down the road this morning. I'm like, oh, look, that must be where Al lives.
Yep.
There's 1 fish in there, Al. 450 grams. Have you heard how your mate Dallas went? 0. Oh.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, well.
That's us. That's our local knowledge.
Yeah, not real good. The 450 grams for Al Murray. Next up, we've got Grant Kime out there in his grand final winning bass cat. How are you, Kimey?
Good, mate.
How many have you got in there?
Just
You're
four-
missing one.
4 little ones, mate.
That guy's got a... He's quite deep, though, that one good one in there, isn't he?
Yeah, Stewie kept casting in front of me and catching them all today.
You were fishing with your mate Stewie Walker, weren't
yeah,
you?
he just kept pinching them off me. He kept casting. I said, look, you're a non-boater, mate. You cast down the boat.
It's not a teams event today, Stewie. Get down the back of the boat.
That's it, yeah.
No, well, that's what happens when you fish in a teams event. You get pretty comfortable around each other, and it's... And how did you catch those fish?
I mainly got mine on Z-Man grubs.
Yes.
And my last one, I sort of had to copy what Stewie was doing and used OSP dunk and got the last one and dropped 2 or 3. So yeah, had the dropsies again.
Had the dropsies. No, well, 2.01 for those fish.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Climby. Ta. Mark Sarek. Mark Sarek, non-boater, got his Hobie jersey on. Chuck him in there, Mark. Let's have a chat. You were the guy that towed the boat down for Scotty Towner, and now you're towing Gates's tank home back to Queensland.
I've been conned into a few things this
So
week.
you're just like the local courier driver, aren't
That's
you?
right, yeah. That's right. So.
Oh, well, who did you fish with over the weekend?
Mate, I didn't... Well, I was fished with Declan yesterday, but we had boat issues.
Yes, did have boat
so
issues.
we didn't do too much fishing. And today, Rob Allington, we shot up north and caught some fish.
Okay, nice. Well, let's see how they go. I'm not going to keep you waiting too much longer. How many have you got in there?
I got 3, 2 big ones.
There's a bit of weight in there for 3 fish. I don't think it's going to be... Oh, do you want to put it on the scales? I don't think so. We'll give it a go. Just for giggles. Those 3 fish are going to give you 2.64.
Awesome.
What's your PB weight, mate?
I haven't measured them just yet, so...
No, like in your weight. This will be your PB, will it?
My PB, definitely.
Well, let's chuck it on the scales. It's not every day you break your PB. I think it's this guy. It's a nice, healthy fish. It's not going to beat it, but let's just have a look. Keep them in there. And now you have an official weight for next time.
Absolutely.
1.13. So you've got 1.13 to beat for your next PB. That's it. Give them a round of applause, guys. Show the Facebook viewers, all the people in the crowd. Thank you. Have a good day, mate. Next up, we got Scott Wilson, another rookie non-boater for the year, in contention for the rookie points. Oh, it's all right. Al Murray didn't do too well today. You and him are neck and neck. So, are you fishing Southwest Rocks?
I am, yeah.
You are. 2 fish in there for Scott Wilson. I'm going to give you 1.03, mate.
Thank you.
How'd your old man go?
He's alright, he's got 2 there.
Oh, that's good.
This one, so...
Oh, I can see him down there waiting for a bag. I'll see him up here shortly. Next up, I'm going to get Al Lister. How you going, Al?
No good.
No good. Grab the microphone. You only have 2 in there.
Couldn't back it up day 2.
No. How did you catch those 2 little fellas?
Gulp shrimp on 1/8.
Okay, so just throw it out, dead stick it, and hope that something eats it off the bottom.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Occasionally you twitch it.
Okay, so just a little bit of a rod movement to get it to move and entice them to bite.
Yep, and then another pause.
Well, those 2 fish are going to give you 850 grams, Al. I know I'll see you at Southwest Rocks.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate. Next up, I've got Blake O'Grady. Another guy out there in one of those lovely back. Chop, Blake.
Got me there and back. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. You only have 1.
Yes.
Yes. Oh well. Let's see how he goes. 620 grams.
Thank you.
Cheers. See you, mate. Who we got next? Lindsay Pryke. Got his Hobie jersey on. Looks like he's got a full bag there. I'll get you to chuck them in the bin, mate. How are you today?
Good, good.
That'll be right. Just sit over the top there. That'll be right. How did you catch those 5 fish?
Duro Firebase.
Duro Firebase. Did you hear that, Kyle? You said it's not Duro weather. How wrong you were.
There was a bloke showed me how to use them, so...
Oh, he should know how to use them. He won the grand final on the Duro Firebaits. There's definitely 5 in there. What are you thinking on the weight?
Wouldn't have a clue.
You wouldn't have a clue. I reckon about 2.8, 2.9.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Be happy, maybe 2.7. Now it's 3.06. My hand scales are way off. That's it. Give him a round of applause.
Thanks.
Thanks, Lindsay. See you, mate. Next up, we got Cromo. You didn't eat Chinese last night, did you?
Yeah, I did.
You did. You need a new Lucky Charm, mate.
We were helping out with a little bit of difficulty as well, car accident, a lady trying to do a run.
I heard all about it.
It was awesome.
You had a bit of an eventful night last night.
Yeah, we did. We had fun. So
Just
yeah,
didn't stem down to today.
No, crap fishing. Really good weekend. So we've actually had a ball. We stay with a great group of people. Everybody stays together, and we have a good time. So it helps when you have a crap day. So.
well, you can always forget about the not so good fishing and just remember the good times while you're not out fishing.
Yeah, that's for sure. Look, my adaptation this weekend has just been absolutely dismal. I just did not adapt at all. And, it's credit to the guys that have. I just sit here shaking my head, just going, how? End of the day, I ended up going and doing what I'd normally do in summer, and that worked. So I'm just like, at least I've got a new boat, stuff it.
Well, that's it. You got out it's a second-hand boat, but with a boat that only had 16 hours on it. It's been sitting in the shed for how long?
It's lightly pre-loved, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Fieldsy just loves having a boat in the shed.
A boat in the shed, yeah. Who doesn't?
That's it. 760 grand.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. See you later. We'll get Cole Wilson to come up next. How are you, Cole?
Good.
That's good. You've got your Hobie jersey on. You've got a couple of fish in the bag. How did you catch those two fish? Grab the mic.
On vibes, and virtually throw the vibes out and leave them sit on the bottom and don't do anything. And then they just come and pick them up.
Any scent on there to get them to have a look at it?
Yeah, I found out today I had to use scent. Otherwise, yesterday no scent. Today I had to.
And what scent was that?
For
the people that...
aniseed.
Aniseed?
Yeah.
Okay, so did eat any yourself? Nothing like a bit of licorice?
No, you can smell it all right. And I should have another fish. I just lost one not long ago. Yeah.
Well, that's not good. For those two fish, I'm going to give you 1.08, mate.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya. Up you come. Rob? Yep. Not Rod. Got it fixed in the system. How are you today?
Yeah.
You got your decky along?
Yeah, got the decky.
Yeah. Local guy, another local guy that choked. I don't like to say it like that, but I'm going to. How far away from this waterway do you live?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. They should be your pets.
Yeah.
They just didn't play the game, did they?
Not this weekend. My non-boater did really good.
Who was that?
Mark. Had a couple of big ones.
Okay, nice. Are we going to see you at Southwest Rocks later on in the year?
Maybe. I might see what's going on.
Okay, nice. It'd be good to have you along. And that one fish is a decent fish, 770 grams.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Who have we got here? Mitch Madison, that's right. Got his Hobie jersey on. How many fish have you got in the bag there, Mitch?
Just a squeaker.
It is a squeaker, isn't he?
Tough day on the flats today.
Yes. Now, how did you catch that little guy?
I just got back to the old 3 pound straight through and threw the old black chubby on.
The black chubby strikes again. And that one fish I'm going to give you 450 grams.
I'll take it today.
We're going to see you at Southwest Rocks.
If it doesn't clash with the Hobie rounds, I'll be there for sure.
Okay, it'd be nice to have you along. Hopefully we see you there next time.
Thank you anyway.
Cheers, mate. Come on, Brad. We swapped you out for your dad this weekend. It's usually your dad everywhere. This time it's you. Looks like you got a few more bites than yesterday. Chuck them in there.
About the same amount of bites, I suppose. Maybe a couple more, but just stuck most of them today. So.
Okay. And how were you getting those bites?
Had to just crank the edges today. I tried to get out the back, went down south towards Manning, but the waves were too big for my boat. Got swamped pretty early and just turned around, retied all the jig heads for hard bodies and just cranked the edges that were getting smashed. by the wind. So
Okay, and what crankbait was that, just for everybody watching?
just the Berkeley puppy dog.
Okay.
I had one coloured in black. It's not all that black at the moment because it's got quite a few teeth marks and whatnot. But and then the other one was just the 12 gauge.
Yep.
So
Okay, and you've got 5 in there?
got 5. So
Not a huge 5, but it's a good bag. I think you got over 3 kilos there.
I'm pretty happy with it. So.
And how much did you weigh yesterday?
Only 1.3 or something like that.
1.3.
Yeah, not enough.
So anyway, there we go. 3.09.
Perfect.
Good bag, mate.
Thank you. No
Thank
worries.
you.
Cut.
See ya. Come on, guys. Give them a round of applause. Next up, we got Declan Betts. Had some boat issues yesterday. Just a loose wire, I'm told. Got it sorted yesterday afternoon. Got him out on the water. How are you, Declan?
Yeah, good, mate.
That's good. Bit different to fishing for blacks like back home in Warrnambool.
Yeah,
and
totally different.
Totally different. Little bit faster.
Yes and no. I think it's just you can predict blacks a little bit better sometimes, but yeah, it was an enjoyable experience, and yeah, a big thank you to Scotty Towner especially, who got me back on the water.
Well, that been away for years, comes back, still knows how to fix a boat.
Legend on and off the water, basically.
That's it. Good guy. And you've got 2 in there for me.
Yeah, mate.
2, yes. What did they come on?
One was blade and one was plastic. Yeah.
So no pattern. Just throw out and
hell no.
1.3 for those
Cheers,
2
mate.
fish.
Thank you.
Cheers, Declan. You fishing Southwest Rocks?
That might be a bridge too far.
Okay. Next up, we got Jim Hickson, dad of our day 1 leader, Chris Hickson. Chuck him in there, Jim.
How are you, James?
I'm good. How are you, James?
Good, good.
I only get called James when I'm in trouble. I must be in trouble.
That's how I went too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew when I was in trouble, Mum used to say, James!
That's it. You knew to run the other way.
You did fast.
Very fast. Now, how many fish have you got in the bag today? 4.
Yeah.
Nice day.
Yeah, it was.
Who
Yeah,
were
had
you
a
out
good
with
day.
today?
It was Steve, Duff.
Oh, Duff Man.
Yeah.
And
yeah, no, we had a boy.
how did the 2 old fellas go out there
He
today?
got his 5.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was hard work. We slugged it out.
Yes.
It wasn't an easy fish, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of big flatheads.
Oh. Did you bring me home any dinner?
Oh, mate, dinner. They were huge.
Too big.
Yeah. No, 50, 60.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, they're good size, nice head.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Nice fish.
And how did you catch those 4, Jim?
All on vibe.
All on vibes.
Yeah.
What vibe? What brand?
Eco.
Eco Gear, another great sponsor of ABT from the JML Anglers Alliance
Actually,
group.
I pinched him out of the stock last night.
Oh.
There's nothing left.
1.66 for those 4 fish, Jim.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
You have
mate.
a good afternoon.
You too. See ya.
Bye.
Richard, there's one more. There's a grey suitcase in the back of the van, and it's rolled up down the bottom of it, mate. Andy Parkinson. What's going on, Dennis Denudo? 1 fish. You couldn't get that copy going today, could ya?
No, mate, no. We have 3.
1 fish for Andy Moore. 660 grams. Cheers, Andy. Next up, we got our non-boater leader from day 1. We got Simon Johnson coming up. Chuck him in there, Simon. You had 5 yesterday, leading day 1. What's going on in here today?
Yeah, it's only 2, but I'm happy with them.
Well, as long as you're happy, I'm happy.
That's all you can do.
You need 149 to take the lead. Oh, he's taking in the big ones. What do you think you got?
I'm guessing 1-3.
1-3 is telling me. 1 more.
I know.
Who's leading, Lynette? Lindsay Pryke. Oh, he had a good bag today.
Yeah, that was a good day. Was it 3?
308, I think, something like that. Now 2 fish for Simon Johnson. 1.6. There you go. Oh, the penny's just dropped. You're still leading. No, you got another fair bit more weight there, so you're still leading. Is there any more non-boaters behind you? They grew from the boat to here. Cheers, mate. Oh, look at that. I've got that pearly white smiling at me again. Come on up, Brendan McNamara. How are you, buddy? That's good. I'm good, thank you. Grab the mic. What's going on in here?
Just one.
Just one. Who were you with today? We swapped you out. You were Stewie Robinson today.
Yeah, Stewie had a good day.
Good guy, Stewie. Bit smoother ride in the Ranger.
Oh, yeah.
You were pretty pumped when I pointed it out this morning to you. And that one fishing going to give you 640 grams.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate. I know I'll see you in a couple of weeks at Southwest Rocks with bells on. See you, mate. Is that leaving us down to the last? No, we've got Stephen Pryke coming up next. How are you, Steve?
They're all right.
All right.
It's a fish.
It's not a black. No. One fish. It's still a nice fish, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright. I was happy to have that.
For 4 more of them, you would have been stoked.
Yeah, especially after yesterday. So
yes. Oh well.
That's part and parcel of it all.
That's exactly right. Someone out there always wins. It might not be you, but somebody will. 980 grams of that fish. Good fish.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Next up, we've got Luke Rossetti. I'll get there, mate. How many have we got in there? Just the two?
Just the two, mate.
They're a nice two. How did you catch them two today?
First one was on Smoky Vibe. Second one just on crank.
What type of crank?
Pro lure.
Pro lure. Matte Black?
Yeah.
Shallow or deep?
Shallow.
Shallow, nice. Good lure. Great. Another sponsor of ABT. 1.42.
Better than yesterday.
Good job, mate. See ya. Next up, I'm going to get Paul Langley to make his way up. Had a nice, easy swap out last night. Staying with his fishing with his cabin mate Vaughan Lewis. How are you today, Paul?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's good. What's going on in here?
Only
three
today.
Nice three.
Better than
little,
two.
Little bit of. Well, three's always better than two. Four's better than three. I'm going to give you a 1.68 for those three fish. Cheers, mate. Steve Duff. Chuck him in there, mate.
I got a bone to pick.
Why?
What's this talking to Jim and saying the two old blokes fishing together?
Well, you know, you're older than me.
Everyone's older than you, Jim.
No, they're not. We've had a couple of young guys up here this weekend.
Very good.
And I guess you would have had a great day, you two out there, bouncing off each other, bouncing off the waves as well.
Yeah, no. Jim, should we go over here? What do you reckon? No, I reckon we just stay here. Thanks, Jim.
Well, he's a man he's got a lot of knowledge, as do you. You make a great rod. You're a good sponsor of ABT. And he tells me you have 5 in the bag.
Yeah, there's 5 there.
Good.
They're not
5?
big. Nah,
just 5.
Just 5, but I'm happy with the 5.
Well, that's good. So some of that thrown out. What are your guests making?
Couple of kegs.
Couple of kegs.
And trust me, it's been a while that I've put 5 yellowfin in a bag, so...
Well, you are from Paynesville, you fish for black brim, mostly.
Problem is I catch a yellowfin here, and I'll too small, throw it away.
And it's legal.
That was probably large enough.
Oh, well, you still got 5 in there, mate. There you go, 2.16.
I can live with that.
Are you going to make your way up to Southwest Rocks?
That I am.
Oh, that'll be great.
Because I like the format for the grand final, so I need to do what I can to try and get in.
It's in your home waters.
Yeah.
You definitely need to get up there.
3 of my home waters.
That's it.
All good.
Cheers, Duff,
Thanks,
man.
Jimmy.
See you, mate. Next up, we've got Stewie Robinson. You've come to the stage today.
I have, actually.
Big donut yesterday. I'll do that,
yeah.
thank you.
Oh, okay.
200% better than yesterday.
Yes, definitely is. So,
and you're fishing with Brendan McNamara.
Yeah.
How happy's that guy?
Oh, mate, he loved it. He had a great day. So.
Oh, that's good.
Hard place to fish. That first time here, and.
Oh, it's your second. You pre-fished here 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that doesn't count.
Doesn't count. And what did you catch those 2 fish on, mate?
So one was a Z-Man grub in the what colour is it? The bloodworm.
Yes.
And the other one was one of those thumpertail.
Samaki Vibalicious.
Oh, the Samaki Vibalicious.
Nice.
Yeah, but the other one, the forktail one.
Ah, the pintail, yes.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, cool. For those 2 fish, I'm going to give you 1.09.
Awesome.
And I know I'll see you at the next round. You just want to make that final.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see how you go. Hopefully you get the points you need.
Too easy.
Cheers, Stewie. See you, buddy. Next up, I'm going to get Chris Prince, non-boater. How'd you go? 2 fish. You get blown off the boat much today, mate?
Oh, yeah, get blown off the boat in those pretty strong winds.
I'll give you some hockey straps next time it's like this.
Yeah, get a few tie down straps, I'll be right with that.
Yeah. There are 2 fish in there for Chris Prince. Look at that. 1.09. You just swap bags on the way up.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
No, I know. I watched you. Cheers, Chris.
See you next one.
See you, mate. Bye. Come on up, Vaughan. How you going today?
Yeah, good, Jimmy. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Grab the mic, mate. You've got 2 fish in here. How did you catch them?
Just laden up north in the deep.
In the deep.
Slow day.
So deep. When you say deep for brim, what? 11, 12 feet like everybody else?
Yeah. It's about probably 3.5, 4 metres.
Okay.
Most of the day, yeah.
So not like when you're talking bass deep, 30 to 50, 60 feet.
No, not that.
Yeah. How light what were you using, the blades?
Yeah, Eco
Leader?
VX35, 3-4 pound leader, keeping it light.
Big long leader, try
Big
and keep
long
them a bit less spooky.
That was it.
Oh well, a neat kilo for those 2 fish.
Cheers.
Thanks, Vaughan. We are getting down to the pointy end of the stick down there. Where's Morgo? Is this the final 5 now? Final 3. Okay, so I'm going to get Russell Babacule to come up next, sitting in 3rd place yesterday. He needs 2.36 to take the lead. Chuck him in the tub, Russ. I'm told you need 2.36 to take the lead. Do you think you've got that?
Yeah, I should have that pretty comfortably, but yeah, it's still an average bag for Lake Macquarie, really. The fishing was just so tough out there. I was just stoked to get 5 each day, really. The conditions sort of hampered me a fair bit in the big tinny. It's pretty flighty, as you can imagine. I was probably drifting about 8 knots trying to fish anything, so 11:30 today, I only had 1 fish in the boat and just said, I've got nothing else I can really do but go and fish the flats and fish shallow and do long casts, and Rich and I ended up having a ball over there. We caught heaps of fish, so just no big ones.
Yeah, just schooled fish.
Yeah, that's it. So no, I'm still stoked with the result, really. Chris and Morgo have
they're down there having an arm wrestle, are they?
Yeah, they're going to have a good arm wrestle. They got some big ones.
Oh, that's good. Let's see if you can take the lead with 2.36. I think you've got that pretty much covered. But as you said, it's the next 2 guys to come in.
You got to get those kickers. You got to get those 1-3, 1-4s in your bag here. So.
Especially in a place like this, there's some really big fish out there, isn't there? Okay, there we go. 3.24. We've got a new leader, Russell Babacule, but he tells me it's not going to last long.
Nah,
I'm not going to get you to sit in the hot seat. I'm going to get you to take your fish down there, get some photos, release them for next time. Next up, I'm going to get our 2nd place, Steve Morgan. Chuck him in there, Steve. How are you today?
Good, mate. It was a wow, what a day on the water. It was a big northerly yesterday, and I didn't think any boats fished down this real southern end near Rafferty. So when it blew from the west, I went down there today and got a few good fish. It sort of felt like I wasn't getting hammered, and caught 7 or 8 legals today. I only just got my 5 yesterday, so more fish today, and it was just a tournament where you had to adapt. If something didn't work, you had to try something else and keep on trying till you got it.
So you didn't have to channel Timmy's late finishes?
No, although he is sitting in hospital at the moment watching the live stream. I did get a text,
Tim?
so g'day Timmy.
Hope you're doing well, mate. Lay off them pies. 3.23 to take the lead. I reckon he's got that covered.
One good fish today that should be on the live stream that was fun to catch. My PB yellowfin is 1.4, so I wouldn't mind weighing.
Do you reckon
it.
Oh,
Dunno.
always. Let's put it on after we get this weight. And there we go, 3.61. A new leader, Steve Morgan. I'll get you to find your big one. Hold it up. Oh yeah, it's a nice fish. Oh, you think it's going to take out Big Brim?
No, maybe not 1 point. If it's over 1.4, I'm happy. I think it's 1.52 Big Brim is. So.
Yes.
No, it's not the PB. There you go.
1.37.
Ah, well.
Thank you, Steve. So there we have it, our new leader. What's his overall weight there, Lynette? Come on, Hickson. 7.45, and how much does Chris need to take the lead? Or to win it, I should say. Chuck him in there and then I'm waiting. 3.52, Chris.
Gonna be close.
I don't trust your judgment on weighing fish
didn't
anyway.
measure a single thing. It was that hard today, and I was in that rough, crappy water. I didn't even take pictures on the phone. I was getting washed up on rocks, basically, and waves coming over the boat everywhere, so I just threw them in the well and kept fishing. It was too tough to worry about anything else.
Well, we didn't see any fish coming through on the app or anything like that. I knew you were out there fishing for the win. You weren't wasting any time.
No, and the two big fellas I got there were on 2.5 pound, and it was a pretty long fight. So I just wanted to get him straight in the well. Yesterday, same thing with that big one I got up north, and I buggered around with it on the deck, and he wasn't real happy for a while in the tank. So I thought I'll get him in there, keep fishing, and then it got hard, so I didn't bother.
Okay. So you've got a big one in there again today, you tell me?
Yeah, not as big as yesterday's.
Not as big as yesterday, so it's not going to take out the big brim. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to ask you, because you'll tell me it's like 3.1. All right, have a guess. Come on.
3.8.
3.8. You're hopeless. 4.01. New winner, Chris Hickson. Let's put him in there. Congratulations, mate.
Cheers, mate.
No worries. So, you said you're out there getting pounded today. What lures were you using in that rough stuff?
I'm pretty sure I got all those fish on a different lure. I know the first one come on a HL black chubby, shallow chubby in some really nasty waters, like 2-footers breaking over the boat left, right and centre. The next one was on a little black chemion, and the one after that was on a little Tiemco stick minnow, and then a cranker crab, and then an aqua.
Well, definitely a mixed bag.
I had basically nothing. All the fish that I had that I thought were back up yesterday were gone. Everywhere I went, it just disappeared. So I just ran around. Basically, the last half an hour, I fished about 15 spots just to try and find a couple. So, and it worked. I found one little patch. I got 2, and then went back 10 minutes later to the same area and got another one. So got a bit lucky, but I'll take it.
No worries. Well, like I said, congratulations, our winner of round 8 of the Costas Brim Series of 2018. How many wins is that for you now over your career, Chris? Brim and bass. Too many to count.
6 or 7, maybe 8. I have no idea. I think I've won.
Well, he can count. He can count. He can't weigh fish, but at least he's got
I got
that
2
down
this
pat.
year, so that's all right.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
I think we've had 2
You
in a
should
year.
have your contention in for the Mercury Cup, will it?
Or to keep me up there, Morgo's got
a little bit on you.
Yeah, I think so. But we're slowly chasing him down. The grand final will decide that one, I think. So,
Well,
and that's anyone's game.
And there's still another round at Southwest Rocks as well, so there's 2 more chances for you to go head to head and see what happens.
Fingers crossed. That's not too far from home, but I don't have a lot of time.
Hello, Ivy. We got a little Hickson on stage.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
only,
cuter than your old man.
Oh, heaps. It's only an hour and a half from home up to Southwest Rocks, and I've spent a hell of a lot of time up there as a kid, but I haven't fished the river for about 4 years, I think, and I don't think I ever fished it much in winter, so it's going to be a bit of an unknown. I might get a chance to get up there in the next few weeks and have a look around and try and remember some things, but who knows?
No, well, go out there and pre-fish and let's see what you can do next round. Congratulations
Cheers,
on
mate.
your win today. Let's go and we'll cross-check these scores and we'll be back. We'll be back to crown the winners. Thank you.
Everybody wanna say
You have a very fat belly, No, you don't. You don't have a fat belly. You have very. I'm sorry for saying, but you have a very fat.
Oh.